Good morning, everybody. I'm thrilled to see you. I'm doing this a little bit earlier than normal. Hang me in here. I have an early morning, so I have to get an early start. My name's Rita Hickman. I'm a body-mind expert and a shiatsu massage therapist, and I help women who are in toxic and narcissistic relationships. So today we're talking about the habits that you can have every day that will break you free from being in a relationship with a narcissist. You didn't get here overnight. It probably took decades, and some of it probably started generations before you. And the basics of it isn't that suddenly everything just cracked in the middle and went wrong. What happened was we developed habits that didn't keep us in a healthy space. And the key is when we start for the one right answer, but instead we look for how can we live a healthy life? How can we get the things that we need and get our needs met? We're taught to be good women to put our needs and wants at the bottom of the list, and somehow we will be rewarded in some way. But in reality, in this lifetime, in this life that we're living, if we don't learn to nurture and take care of ourselves, then what's going to happen is the world will get increasingly more tense and angry and disruptive, because women are really one of the foundations, just like men are, but women together, and we're helping people move into a better space. So healthy habits that keep you in a good space. Okay, I'll tell you what mine are. Every morning every night before I go to bed, I put 2 glasses of water next to my bed. And then I make sure that I eat something like baby carrots or potato salad or half a baked potato or something that's complex carbohydrates, so that my blood sugar stays level and so that I sleep well through the night. So I do that the night before to prepare for the next day physically. And what that does is that I wake up with my blood sugar fairly level. So the first thing I do when I wake up, because I want to start getting my digestive system going. One of the things people think is that that we'll just do one thing and it will solve everything. But there's like 7 or 8 or 9 that you will find for you that work best for you. So when I wake up, I drink my glass of water, and I tend to keep ginger candies or ginger around because I've always struggled with nausea in the morning. So I'll have some of that, or I'll do a few yoga poses. I'll do some sun salutations, and I'll go through that. And then I get up, and then I get up from that, and that's when I go take my shower. That's when I use that to get real clear in my head. After that, I try to take about 15, 20 minutes where I can be present. I can do a reflection of the day before, the reflection of where I'm at now, how I feel, what's going on, and really get a handle on that. It's my emotional habit, my emotional detoxing. So I make sure that nothing builds up so that it doesn't build up in my system. And then I very purposefully plan my day, what it's going to look like in my head. I shape it so that I have an idea of where I'm going. And then throughout the day, I make sure I take frequent checks of how am I doing, where am I at, what do I need, what's with myself fairly regularly. And if there's something that comes up that I need to listen to, then I take time for that. I walk away and I take time to process through what's knocking on my door. So then I'll go through my day, like most people do. And then at night, as I said, I'll start to wind down and I'll start a bedtime routine. So I've got a morning routine and I've got a bedtime routine. And they're all designed to help me feel good. They're all designed to give me the space and the time and the energy and the support and the nutrition and all of that to really get me in a good place. Because it's the habits of not drinking enough water or not having enough fiber or having too much sugar, dealing with nausea or any of those things. That's what gets us really off track. And then we become unstable and emotional, and life is more difficult and we're volatile. When in reality, when we do things that keep our nervous system and keep us in a good space, then we're going to move forward. So what else do I do during the day? I take probiotics for sure. I make sure I take my vitamins for sure. I'll try out different supplements that I'm playing with because they're always cutting edge things out there for dopamine and serotonin and day two, whether it be St. John's wort or some herbal sorts of thing. During the day, if I'm feeling a little more stressed, I keep chamomile tea around. I put it in my water bottle if I need to, and then I'm microdosing all day with chamomile tea, which keeps me feeling good and keeps me feeling relatively healthy. So start looking at yourself. Start looking at the habits that you do every day, because once you start to build yourself up physically, oh, and I make sure I have time for movement, because if I don't move, then my body doesn't feel good. That's what the yoga is in the morning, the sun salutations. And I try to get to the gym and make sure I do the things there that make me feel good. So it's super important that you start getting healthy habits in place. And you can start with one and then go to the next and then go to the next. Find ways to set yourself up so it works. Find ways to set it up so that it's easy and simple. I keep my ginger candy unwrapped and next to the bed. As I said, I keep my glasses of water right there because then I don't have to get up and do them. I don't make any sort of fancy space to do my sun salutations. I just do them in the bedroom in whatever space is left. It doesn't matter. Make it simple, make it easy to do. And once you start getting these habits in place, you'll find clearer that you're able to make better choices and you don't get as upset by a narcissist. And you get to the point where you get healthy enough, you make enough good choices that it's no big deal to change your life. It's no big deal to do the things that scare you the most, which are usually find your voice and stand up for yourself. So I have to get going, but if you get stuck, reach out. I've got a wonderful group I'm starting. The official launch is in a week or two, and it's a support group and whether it's live streams every week. We do an hour to 2 hour video call. Every month we do deep dive strategy calls to really get into what's going on. And if you freak out at 2 a.m., you can send me an email. So that's always available too. So you get support no matter what you're going through, no matter how difficult it is. There's a place to reach out with someone who really knows what she's talking about, okay? So I hope you have a great day. Got to get going. And I'll talk to you later.